Hello everyone, welcome to my playthrough of Ys Origin. I'm going to do the second playthrough of Ys Origins for the second character that's available. So, I'm going to go to new game and start the second playthrough, which is going to be with Hugo. Yeah, Hugo is the second playable character, as I previously mentioned in a previous part. Yeah, so let's just start with Hugo's playthrough. Oh yeah, and like, comment, subscribe. Difficulty level, we'll still do normal. Enable. Once upon a time, lost within the tides of history, there existed a land of great legend. It was called Ys. It was a paradise granted unimaginable glory and prosperity to the apostasy of its twin goddesses and its six great priests. Therein, the pride of the goddesses was an object known as the Black Pearl, through which all the people of the land received immeasurable blessings. Among these blessings was the power of magic, which allowed the enhancing of miracles, and this power was often augmented by a silver metal called Cleria. With the glory of these miracles at their disposal, the people of the East believed their rational prosperity would shine on forever. Then one day, disaster struck. Without warning, herds of demons appeared. Ys was under attack. In the blink of an eye, the demons had completely overrun the land. The people were driven to seek shelter in Solomon's shrine, where the goddesses dwell. Though many feared these the end times, the goddesses and the six priests were able to use the power of the Black Pearl to rise Solomon's shrine to the heavens, away from the chaos. It took little time for the demons to react. However, a great tower was acted and winged creatures came soaring through the sky. The crisis on upon the land and began ascending for a second round in the air. Yeah, much we already know because we played the first part through the first character. And amongst this hellish turmoil came a startling discovery that would rock the very foundation of Ys. The twin goddesses, who had always served as cornerstones of order, were nowhere to be found. With the situation looking grim, the six priests decided to take matters into their own hands. Choosing from amongst the best of the best, a search party of knights and sorcerers was formed. These elites were dispatched back down to the surface in hopes of finding the missing identities before all was lost. Yeah, there are going to be some differences in the story between Yuka and Hugo, because they focus on, of course, different characters, but yet the story cannot be imagined as happening around the same time Yuka's events, because they are very similar to each other as well, because you do similar plot stuff that Yuka does in Hugo playthrough. So, yeah, but I do like the Hugo playthrough a little bit because it does have a much more interest. It has an interesting story, definitely, and in my opinion, it's a lot easier to play Hugo playthrough than it is for Yuka. I'll show you what I mean in the when the gameplay actually starts and all for Hugo. Yeah, still same opening animation and all, definitely. Yeah, much sure you already know because they do all start with the same way and all, fully. Yeah, our villains again. Yeah, we'll go into the story, and we'll find out more about the Claw Man in this story. So, after we would be finding out about him in Yuka, which we did not find anything about him in that one, in the Yuka story. But yeah, there are a lot of similarities between the gameplay because you do fight against the same bosses in the same order, the same floors in the same order, everything is the same that way. But yet the gameplay is different because each player plays differently. Hugo should go to the surface as well. You are to determine the whereabouts of the goddesses and then bring them back safely to Solomon's Shrine. With the eyes of fact by your side, this should not be a difficult task. The eyes of fact is basically his weapon. But there is something else you must do as well. And it will not be quite so easy. Okay, there's our hero for this playthrough. Looks like I made it to the surface, and I'm still alive. But what just happened? Did the transportation spell fail? No, it had to be something more than that. An impact like that was not the result of a mere accident. Is that? Yes, a Ruba Tree. Ruba Tree, the younger brother. Indeed, it's a Ruba Tree. A tree with a soul, born from the goddesses. I suppose that explains why this is the only place around that's not thick with poison gases. Still, it's a miracle this tree has managed not only to survive, but to thrive all this time, among such desolation. Young man. Oh, it's talking. That voice. Ruda, is that you? I find it funny that both trees are named Ruda, even though they're two separate trees. Indeed. I am one of the twin Ruda trees given life by the goddesses. You are from Ys, are you not? Yes, that's right. My name is Hugo Fack. Oh, a descendant of House Fact. That explains the power I sense from you. It has been many years since I last spoke with one of your line, perhaps around 50 or so. I don't mean to be rude, but I really don't have time for idle chatter right now. I'm here in search of Lady Rena and Lady Fina. Have you seen either of them? They vanished without a trace from Solomon's Shrine a few days ago. No one's heard from them since. The goddesses? Yes, I did catch sight of them. About 3 days ago. So, it's true, then. They came down to the surface. Do you know where they went? And if they're alright? I cannot answer the latter question, I'm afraid. But I do still sense their presence, faintly. They can be no doubt they are inside that foul tower. Yeah, it's on the opposite side, as you can tell. From the previous footage when we looked at the tower before. I was afraid you might say that. That tower is said to be a veritable nest of demons. What the blank could those two want in a place like that? You are going after them, then? I sense that your companions are not far from here. You will be there. No, must go now. There's not a moment to lose. Okay, I couldn't read that fast enough. I guess he was telling him to wait. If the others come here, please let them know I've gone to the tower. Tell them that's where the goddesses can be found. Okay. My, such an impatient lad. But then, he is of the fact line. I just hope my worries are for naught. Okay. Yes, we listen to trees. Whoa. That's something, definitely. Crows flying away and all. Now to the tower. Yeah, the mighty, powerful tower. Once again. Can climb this big tower again. Here we are at the tower entrance for Hugo's playthrough now. What the? What's that? I mean... Oh, hello. Looks like the priests are in trouble. Curses, we're surrounded. Dino, Elia, can you handle these beasts on your side? I think so. We'll be fine as long as we can yak a stable barrier. Alright, you two, do your best to fend them off until I can jump in. I'll handle the demons over here and as quickly as I can. What? Hugo, fact, is that you? Glad to see you're in one piece, Father. I'll take care of these beasts. You go help the others. Much obliged. Alright, you two, let's take these things down. Yes, Father. Understood. Yeah. Now we can see how Hugo Fact plays. How dare you filthy beasts tread upon our land? If power is what you seek... Then allow me to introduce you to my Eyes of Fact. As you can definitely tell, he plays very differently compared to Yuka. He is more of a shooter in this case. You can still jump and all. You just shoot with missile with your Eyes of Fact to defeat the enemies. Good. That's simple enough. Oh, more. Okay. Yeah, when you in your burst, you can multiply your Eyes of Fact by 2 more, so you can do more shootings. Okay. Good. That's simple enough. Is that all you've got? I heard there were imposing creatures amongst the invading demons, but it seems these were not they. Much appreciated, Hugo. Father Shino. And you two are? I am Elia, an advocate of Solomon's Shrine. Thank you for your help. I too serve as an advocate. The name's Dino. And you're Hugo Fack, it would seem. I've heard a lot about you. They say you're a magic prodigy, and from what I've seen here, I'm quite convinced they're right. Okay, so that by that definition, Hugo can use magic, unlike Yuka. No, I'm still but a novice. At any rate, may I ask why you three are here? And where the other members of the search party? I wish I knew. All I can say for certain is that the transport spell which carried us here was interrupted. Interrupted? By the demons, you believe? Most likely, yes. Elia and I were the ones controlling it. Then suddenly, out of the blue, the magical barrier which held us was struck by some massive force. It caused such disruption we can no longer hold the spell together. I see. And the attack came from this tower, I assume? It did. And that's why we're here, to get to the bottom of this. But what of you? What brings you to this accursed place? Yes, well, you see, Hugo detained what the Ruda tree had told him. What, the goddess is here? What could have compelled them to come to such a dangerous place? So, that's the size of things, is it? This makes matters more urgent. Must get in contact with the others as soon as possible. Can I leave that up to you, Dino? Yes, Father. I'll begin a search of the perimeter, starting with the Ruda trees. And what will you do? Given the welcome we receive, I think it more prudent. And I think it'd be prudent to wait until the whole search party's been gathered, then move out as a group. No, I believe it would be best if I were to go on ahead and survey the area alone. If the rattle we just fought was the worst this tower has in store, I don't anticipate any difficulty. What kind of judgment is that? This is the first floor. There will be much more harder for tougher opponents than what we just fought, Hugo. As you wish. But please do take this with you, at least. You get the crystal. An item of magic? Allow me to demonstrate its power. Showing us how the statues work again. Was this built by the demons? We have initially thought that to be the case, but it would seem not. Watch closely. Shino took out a crystal, identical to the one he gave Hugo. The crystal's power purified the demon statue. It's a goddess statue. I suspect that all the goddess statues left behind on the surface were brought here, then cursed in a similar fashion. Why this was done, one can only speculate, but there are likely others to be found in here. You should be able to use that crystal to purify them, just as I've done with this one. I see, that could prove beneficial indeed, given the power of these statues. But that isn't the only magic the crystal holds, it would seem. Indeed not. It can also be used to transport you instantly to the foot of any goddess statue, at least any that been purified in this matter. I pray that it will be useful in your reconnaissance. Understood. I'll be sure to make good use of it. Take this as well, Hugo. Receive the Lida shell. Good. And this would be for long-range communications. No? Yes. It will allow you to contact us, no matter where you are. I intend to give one to each member of the search party upon their arrival, but obviously those plans were disrupted. Indeed, a very useful tool to have, though I will keep it safe. If that's all, then I am going on ahead into the tower proper. We'll be waiting here for the others. Come back if you find anything. Remember, the demons built this tower, so there's no way of knowing what awaits us here. Please exercise caution. Okay, I gotta save the goddess statue now. Okay, now that's done with. Okay, so I'm actually gonna end the video here and gonna start climbing the tower officially in the next video for the Hugo playthrough. So, see you in the next video. Bye.